Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition just released, and it is a little bit confusing. It also doesn't include this new Fallout New Vegas creation trailer that you're currently watching right now in the background. But I can show you what it does include, and we can go over all of the new creations that Bethesda has added to the Anniversary Edition of the game, as well as what they haven't. So buckle up, because there's a lot to go over before you buy anything. But firstly, in case you didn't know, because it honestly wasn't clear, Fallout Anniversary Edition is just an optional upgrade to Fallout 4. It's not a new version of the game or anything, which is good news for modding. But there are, however, 3 versions that you can buy here, and it is initially quite confusing, so let's just quickly go over them. Starting out with what's included in Fallout Anniversary Edition. So you get Fallout 4, the base game. You also get the 6 official DLCs, which are like almost a decade old at this point. And then you get all the previously released 150 Creation Club pieces of content. Now these range from mini quests to different colored skins for your Pip-Boy. Some of them are pretty awesome, others are just really lackluster and you would have never brought them in the first place, but having them included in one package is pretty cool. The other thing though, and the only thing that is actually new in the Anniversary Edition, is the 9 new Creation Club items. And I will go over exactly what these are in a moment, so you can figure out if it's worth upgrading or not. Just so you know, the price for Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition is $70. So it's basically like buying an entirely new game, and clearly this is only for people who have never played Fallout. Maybe they see the TV show and grab this. I think that's kind of the intention. But Bethesda did make an upgrade version, which is $50 to upgrade to the Anniversary Edition if you already own a copy of Fallout 4, just the base game. Now this bundle is only good for people that don't own Fallout 4's DLC, which after 10 years I think you probably do, especially if you've been watching me. But obviously it doesn't offer any big savings if you're already a dedicated fan of Fallout that's brought all the DLC at launch. And if you have been watching the channel and my videos since then, my god, thank you for still being here. You guys are the true OGs, you mean the world to me. But now we have the third option, which is honestly the best option if you're thinking of buying anything and you're like a long-term fan. So this is the Creations Bundle. And for $24, it includes all of the old 150 creations already released for the game, some of which you've probably already brought, I know I have. But then it also includes the 9 new creations that were added with the Anniversary Edition. And it doesn't explain this on the storefront anywhere, but Bethesda did a news post and it says as much here that they are included in this creation bundle. So if you are a long-term fan of the game, it makes more sense just to get the creation bundle if you want to play those 9 new creations and also get all of the old ones. And interestingly, I brought this to obviously review the new stuff, and when I loaded up the game, it says, thanks for buying Fallout Anniversary Edition, even though it's titled as just the creation pack. But before you buy anything, let's look at these 9 new creations and what they are, because that's probably the only reason you're going to be interested in getting Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition, unless you've never played the game before, which I think after a decade that's quite unlikely, but let me know in the comments if that's not the case. And if you have found this video helpful so far, please do leave a like on it, because I just want everyone to know what's actually available from all these packages, because it was a bit confusing to me. But firstly, we actually see the new Institute plasma weapons, finally rounding out a very limited faction weapon set with these new unique weapon types, and a special legendary version of them too. It's not immediately clear whether or not this new energy weapon has a quest to go with it, but I will jump on and review all of the new Creation Club content in the coming week, so make sure you subscribe for that. But it does mention that these weapons are found in the ramshackle apartments, the lonely diners, and the beggar's bows. So it will probably entail entail killing an Institute agent to obtain these new weapons. And these are already all locations that existed in the base game, so in that sense there's no new locations added to the game. Secondly though, we have the Iron Gun, a new unique weapon developed by Poseidon Energy and passed on to unlisted clientele. The Iron Gun harvests concentrated plasma and channels it into a beam of pure incineration. So now you can barbecue your foes to a laser crisp with this experimental hand cannon. Let me know your thoughts so far on all this new Creation Club content in the comments. Like, are you going to buy Anniversary Edition because of this new content? Like, how are you feeling about it? Thirdly, we have the Bunker Home Pack, which is a new selection of furniture and building pods to use in Fallout 4's settlement building system. And looking at the initial pictures here, it does actually look pretty nice not to live in just a wrecked house all the time, and the interiors of these buildings also look really cozy, so definitely something I would personally be interested in. But fourthly, we have the Cyber Dog. Now if you're a fan of Fallout New Vegas, this is clearly inspired by Rex, the companion dog you can get from that game. He's a half dog, half machine, part bike and all bite. The Cyberdog is the ultimate in good boy technology. Ever versatile, this loyal companion can be programmed to respond to over 100 different names. That is a really cool addition, the fact it actually responds to lots of different names as well. But fifthly, we have the Scavengers, which comes with a new unique weapon and new armor sets. Across the trenches of the glowing sea, shadows tread silently through the wasteland. You can follow their tracks through waves of irradiated deserts and learn the story of those caught in their clutches. Comes with a fully customizable outfit selection with multiple variants and a brand new 12.7mm submachine gun. And it's actually great to hear in the description of this mod that it includes a story to go with it, because that really just grounds it in the world as a new item. Now they have added voice acting to Skyrim creations, so hopefully we'll see that in some of these new Fallout 4 ones in the future. But the sixth item here is the Bremen Armor. Now you can adopt your own beefy two-headed sentinel to help guard your settlement and boost its defenses. Choose from over 100 unique names to give your bovine bruiser a personal touch. Now, it sounds like a really simple addition to the game, but it's kind of fun, I guess, if you want a unique guard dog. I'm not really sure if you'd buy this though if it wasn't bundled in the creation deal. But the seventh new creation is the Railroad Clandestine Courtier. Play the role of a secret agent and help deliver a package to the railroad, or side with the Institute and eliminate the agents working against you. Just remember, when trying to distinguish from friend or foe, pay attention to the signs. And it includes 5 new railroad themed outfits. And it sounds like a potentially interesting quest there that has a bit of detective work, which honestly sounds more interesting than how the outfits look themselves, because the outfits don't really excite me, but I guess they would add some cool variety to the settler outfits if you did get them. Next we have the 8th creation, which is repurposed power armor helmets. These helmets have found a new home in the piecemeal workshops of the tribal mechanics, altered to function as standard helmets. These helmets now provide a heavy-duty protection without the need for bulky power armor frame. So it adds the power armor paint jobs for the Pit Raiders, the Air Force, the Scorched Sierra, and the Inferno, and you can see them in the picture here. But obviously it adds those helmets as being wearable without power armor, which sounds interesting, but I think that might look a bit weird on your character. Now, despite Bethesda saying there's 9 new creations added with the Anniversary Edition, they've actually only listed 8 of them in their post here. So who knows what the last one is? I guess I'll have to find it in the creation menu here, which is infinite. And it's actually filled with lots of other new creations, which we're going to look at now. Bethesda does also list the other 150 old creations previously added to the game, most of which I didn't buy unless I was reviewing it for you guys. But there was undoubtedly some cool stuff here in the older content. But that said, Bethesda actually notes that there are free Creation Club items for Fallout 4 players. The following Bethesda-themed Creation Club items will be free for all Fallout 4 players to pick up on November 10th. And that includes Morgan's spacesuit, the Doom Classic Marine Armor, Doom's BFG weapon, the Quake Thunderbolt weapon, and the Fantasy Hero set, which is obviously the Skyrim armor and sword. Now, I actually already own all of this content, but it is cool that we do get something for already owning the game. But finally, we have several new creations that are not included in the Fallout Anniversary Edition or the Creation Club pack. Bethesda has actually redone the Creation Store like they did for Skyrim, with lots of quality of life improvements, making it way more usable and also expanding the usable creations space that you have, which I guess they had to do because you've got 150 new creations potentially added to the game. There's also a new companion. If we click on this, we can see that this is a fully voiced mod. So fully voiced mods have been added to Fallout 4, like Skyrim creations as well, which is really good to see because this means we're going to get better quest mods, better companion experiences. No idea how the quality of this is. It does cost 300 credits, which is about $3. But the coolest thing here that I wanted to show you guys is this, the Tales of the Beast Hunter, which is a Fallout New Vegas based Creation Club mod, but it's free. Bethesda added it to the game completely for free. It's not even included in the Anniversary Edition. You can just download it from the new Creation Club menu, and it includes new armor set, new boss battle, and a house mod completely for free. Honestly, this excites me more than Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition. This is like the fan service. This is what it includes. You've got the Deathclaw armor set with the Fallout New Vegas iconic helmet being sort of partly damaged by the Deathclaw, and then the Deathclaw armor along the side here, and then the Lucky 38 leather jacket as well. You've also got the Judge revolver with 4 collectible cards that you can swap out in the workstation, I believe, and they have different legendary effects added onto the weapon. It also does additional headshot damage. It looks kind of, because it's a shotgun revolver, and I think it's inspired by the Ghoul's weapon. Then we also get the Bar Player Home, which is a Fallout New Vegas inspired home. I'm going to be doing another video on this and covering all the new creations in the next video, which I'll link down below in the description and just over here. I will see you there, Battle Brothers.